Next up, we have Dr. Bill Chan, who's traveled all the way from Hong Kong to be with us this morning. Dr. Chan is a professor of pediatrics and chairman of the examination committee at the Hong Kong College of Pediatricians. The examination committee is responsible for the conduct and organization of examinations and assessment for college trainees before they become pediatric specialists. Dr. Chan is leading the implementation of NRP in Hong Kong. He has also become a close personal friend. The last I saw him, a group of us from the NRP were leaving Hong Kong, having just partnered with their group to train the first 25 NRP instructors and providers. What Dr. Chan and his group have done over the last year will, I'm sure, impress you. So thanks again, Dr. Chan. I'm looking forward to your presentation.
How many of you do you think this baby needs chest compression? In Hong Kong now, people in Hong Kong are very optimistic. You count it is 53 per minute. Somehow our training all say that it's more than 70, so they will not initiate chest compression. So my conclusion is that the Hong Kong people are very optimistic. I come from Hong Kong. This piece of work is done by myself and also Jackie Chan. It's not involved in movie making. He's a trainer in the International Training Center of AHA. And this is Hong Kong. At night, it's very beautiful. Equally the same in the daytime. And it's a small world after all. We're only 18 hours of flight from Hong Kong to here, 8,800 miles, and Orlando is 12 hours ahead. Hong Kong is 12 hours ahead of Orlando. The land area of 1,100 square kilometer, it would be around 1/10 of Orlando. We have a population of more than 7 million. It's around 3.5 times of that of Orlando. And some of you might know that it is a British colony from the year 1842. And then, in 1997, we were handed back to China, and now we become a special administrative region of China. That was on July 1st, 1997, so you can see the flag of the United Kingdom and China. Sounds very grand, but outside, it's a heavy rain. Here are some of the health facts of Hong Kong. The rate of prematurity is around 5.1%, a little bit lower than most of the Western country. And we have a long life expectancy at birth now. The male is around 80 years, the female is 86 years. And in Hong Kong, most of the healthcare provided by the public hospitals managed under the hospital authority. There are 41 of them. We have around 11 private hospitals. They take care of around 21% of the inpatients of Hong Kong. But look at this, our neonatal mortality rate, I think it's very, very low as compared to other countries in the world. That was in 2012. The population in Hong Kong is around 6 million. It's quite constant between the turn of the century up to now. But you look at the number of live births in Hong Kong, you can see almost a double the year in 2011. The reason is because that half of the babies are not born to people in Hong Kong. They're born to parents from China. Somehow we stopped that, partly because of my own effort, because we cannot cope. We talk about the childbirth at home. In Hong Kong, that's not a common practice. Most of the births are in the hospitals. Half of them are in public hospitals, and half of them are in private hospitals, 10 of them. And however, we have 5 emergency departments with no on-site obstetrical and pediatric service. So you believe that there would be a lot of problem when there is an unexpected birth in the A&E department. When we talk about NRP, we talk about our potential clients. We have around 500 pediatrician specialists. So most of them work in the public hospitals. We have around 4,500 midwives, and then we have more than 1,000 pediatric nurses. This is a collector item I have in my collection. This is the 1990s. We teach NRP by individual doctors in individual hospitals using the UK system. Because at that time we were under the British rule. So in 2004, the Hong Kong Society of Neonatal Medicine actually organized the first territory-wide newborn resuscitation course. At that time, we were using the NRP textbook of 4th edition. And then from that time onward, we still use the 4th and the 5th edition NRP textbook. Somehow we do not use the UK guidelines anymore. Things changed in 2012. We are the first region in the world outside the US that we can give out NRP provider and also instructor cards. This is the effort of the Hong Kong College of Pediatricians, the Hong Kong Society of Neonatal Medicine, and Hong Kong Pediatric Nurses Association. So I'm going to tell you how this Hong Kong NRP is coming to birth. It all comes in 2008 when Jackie Chan of the A&E Training Center actually took the NRP course in 2008 in Seattle. And then 2009, AETC became the first, became the AHA International Training Center in Hong Kong. And then there was a meeting, I was told, in 2010, between AAP, AHA, and AETC at Chicago after the resuscitation guideline 2010 conference. Somehow in February 2011, I wrote to Lou. I represent the college. I said that we're interested in running the NRP in Hong Kong. How could we start? And then there was a very affirmative response from Lou. And then in March, we approached the training center so that we could start the NRP training. We know that we have to recruit instructors with ongoing experience in newborn resuscitation. This is important because in Hong Kong, many of the emergency pediatricians, they try to be instructors. As a pediatrician, we do not think that that's adequate, that's appropriate, because they do not have this ongoing experience in newborn resuscitation. And in April 2011, actually I was invited to serve as the first chair of NRP Coordinating Council of Hong Kong. And then a short while later, we have the first conference call. And then very efficient, 1 month later, Chris actually come to us to conduct a site visit in Hong Kong. And 2 months later, we nominated the first batch of Hong Kong NRP instructors. And 4 months later, actually, we have the newborn resuscitation seminar, the first public event to promote the AP NRP course in Hong Kong. So there was a lot of publicity. So to show you where we are, this is AETC alongside the Hong Kong Harbour. This is the Happy Valley. I'll tell you what it is. This is a large facility with 2 floors, 14,000 square feet. They train students, more than 10,000 every year, not just in NRP, but other courses in medical technology as well. So our plan was to train 720 NRP students every year. So this is the facility, look, very new. So the Happy Valley actually is a horse racing ground. Some of you might know that actually many of our healthcare money actually comes from this event. So we have a lot of donation from the Hong Kong Jockey Club. This is our training facility. We have 6 of them actually in the premises. We have the sim and debriefing room all inside there. So we changed the layout more than 5-6 times over the 1 year. So we have the mannequins, we use the software. We share the same belief as the AP. We should be providing the right care at the right time, every time and anywhere. So we make use of the toilet, stairwell. They also have a car inside that we can mimic the delivery of a baby on a taxi, which happen about two times every year. So this is the Coordinating Council of Hong Kong. I'm the chair and the president of the Hong Kong College of Pediatricians. There are 2 nurses from the Pediatric Nurses Association and 1 representative from the Hong Kong Neonatal Society. So that was Chris in 2011, May, looking at our facilities. So in April 2012, the first NRP instructor course was held in Hong Kong. Instructor at that time was Lou, Steve, Chris, and Jeanette, and Wendy was there as well. So at the end of that course, we actually had the neonatal research seminar webcasted to all 41 public hospitals in Hong Kong. And then 3 months later, we had the first NLP provider course held by these Hong Kong regional trainers. And about 1 year later, we have the second NLP instructor course held in Hong Kong. They are trained by the first batch of instructors. So some of these photos are taken during the NLP instructor course, the first NLP instructor course in Hong Kong. You can see Lou, Chris, and Wendy, Steve, and Jeanette. So these people there, they're department heads of the team heads of the Ontology Team in various hospitals in Hong Kong. But they are to demonstrate the skills that are required as an NRP instructor. But they are to demonstrate the skills that are required. He was the president of the Hong Kong College of Pediatricians, so he also joined in. He was the president of the Hong Kong College of Pediatricians, so he also joined in, teaching us how to debrief, teaching us how to debrief. Debriefing. She's never afraid of stopping anyone doing inappropriate. She's never afraid of stopping anyone doing inappropriate thing. Actually. So this was the first graduation photo taken on actually. So this was the first graduation photo taken on. Don't have any misconception about the Hong Kong College of Pediatricians. Don't have any misconception about the Hong Kong College of Pediatricians. This is Karen, actually Jackie's wife. So she is the midwife, and she do not have. I think she is the key factor why we are so successful in organizing the course. So 1 year after the conception of the NLP course in Hong Kong, on June 25th, we actually have 500 NLP providers. We trained the first 500 NLP providers. And this is something that I'm really proud of, is that it became the mandatory training course for all resident trainees under the Hong Kong College of Pediatricians. So if they want to become a pediatrician, they have to be trained in NRP. And at that time, also the Hong Kong Hospital Authority, that is our boss, said that they would pay for all the course fees of the pediatrician training under Hospital Authority. And then July 14th, we have the 20th NRP provider course in Hong Kong. We call it a master class. We invited all the senior people from Hong Kong, medical people, nursing heads, department heads. They are too afraid to take the NRP course, the usual ones. So we hold a special class for that. We call it master class. And that marked our first anniversary. So that's the statistics for the first year. So we trained 535 NRP providers, pediatric nurses, obstetric nurses, doctors working in A&E department, emergency nurses, and others. And then we start to train our instructors. So as I said earlier, they must have ongoing experience with newborn resuscitation, or they are working in the NICU in Hong Kong. Before they are selected, they would have to undergo one-day shadowing work, the NRP regional instructor as NRP instructor associate, to see whether they like the job or not. And if they accept the invitation, they would have to take 3 evenings of dietetics and practicum courses in the A&E training center. And then afterwards, they have to do 1 day of NRP instructor shadowing by existing NRP regional instructor. For the first few times, they can pair with another NRP instructor to teach. So these are the curriculum we have. The first evening, we talk about simulation-related theory and the operation of mannequin. On the second day, we design scenario. We talk about teamwork and communication. And the third day, we talk about debriefing. We're fortunate that the training center itself had a team of large experts, so they teach us how to do the melange. So by this time we have altogether 49 instructors. So 29 of them are pediatricians, 18 of them are pediatric nurses, and 2 of them are obstetric nurses. These are some of the characteristics of the Hong Kong NRP. We put equal emphasis on skill and on-skill training. We emphasize a lot on team dynamics, team communication, team steps, and human factors. We stress a lot on multidisciplinary learning. We believe that the instructors are very important. We have to continue to empower them. And we think that our program must be very sustainable. Otherwise, it would be like those previous endeavors. And we think that the Hong Kong NRP should be serious learning, but with fun. We talk about these key behavioral skills in every training because we think that they are very important. And some of them actually are the causes for some of the incidents of what we encounter. I underline this: maintain professional behavior. Luke talked about people coming to the NRP training, laughing, chuckling, making jokes, etc. I will show you this slide. I said that these days we are doing your real life resuscitation. Actually, people, usually husbands, etc. They have their iPhones, they have their smartphones. They will put up everything on the Facebook, etc. So you have to behave yourself all the time, every time. I understand that Hong Kong is a new frontier for the AAP's NRP program. For ourselves, we also have some new frontiers of our own. We like to develop in situ simulation in all the NICUs, 8 of them in Hong Kong, and delivery suites. And we want to enrich the skills of our instructors. We want to have quality assurance of the things we teach. We will appoint faculty instructors. We like to keep a scenario bank built on the recordings of challenging resuscitation contributed from our various instructors. We collect video clips of our debriefing so that we could improve. And then we make an NRP pouch. I'll talk about that later on. And then we have the evaluation tools, and then we would like to network with our neighboring region, Shenzhen and Macau. This is in situ simulation in my own hospital, in another hospital. This is the Hong Kong Academy of Medicine, of which the college is one of the members, and we're going to open a simulation center 2 months from now, and then we will train our trainers there, hopefully, with some really challenging situation, like resuscitation of a newborn born to a SARS-infected mother. This is exciting for me because we do not have any children's hospital in Hong Kong. This will be the first one. That will open in 2018. Some of you might be involved in simulation. This is flight simulation. If you're interested in flight simulation, you would have fly to Kai Tak. Very challenging landing. Now the airport has been closed since 1998. This is one of the depots for the planes. Now it turned to a children's hospital. So when we teach, we find that people spend a lot of time in searching for the right equipment and right tools in resuscitation. We count the number of items in the trolleys is 106 items. So people spend a lot of time searching for the right equipment. So we make the Hong Kong NRP count. One of the characteristics that we put it on a single layer display, so that the right equipment will not hide something deep inside. We also pack the thing with transparent packs. So if you like to have LMA, we have LMA pack. If you like to have a chest tapping, we have air pack. And then we make use of the see-through concept. We use fake labels on the outside. So this is all inspired by loose paper in 2005, where they create the card for pediatrics. Now we're using that in Hong Kong. And then we can see that Henry is over here, and we have seen his paper published just last year. This is the original design. This is our own NRP card. Okay, so we use very large labels, large character labels here, and then we use this to remind the trainees how to pack the things so they can buy packs. So all the things are very clearly and easily found. And then we try to do a simple study comparing how we use the NRP card and also how we use the resuscitation trolley drawers. So in each of the NRP course, we would assign the group to first using the NRP card or use the conventional drawers with the resuscitator. So we prepare the equipment, we ask them to prepare the equipment for 4 different procedures, one by one. So these are, we have 55 subjects. So these are the results. We find that they're faster in getting the equipment for the airway, for the ventilation, medication. And they like the new NRP card a lot. And the performance is much consistent, less variation. And then if we would like to achieve anywhere, we must have a portable version of the NRP card. So this is our portable version here. So everything is in the order of the NRP algorithm. So the airway is here, ventilation, medication, and then we have some of the packs, transparent packs over here. The upper panel, the lower panel, you can see the LME kits, IVSS, SS kit, the UAC kit, etc. So this is how it looks like after we pack it. And this has been nicely put up by Alice at the front row of the audience. And then we are also fortunate to have Amy from the University of Florida here. Came over to us for sabbatical. So she designed the NRP key behavioral keys checklist for us. So it will be used for regular CPR drills in all hospitals. So by this we stress a lot on how we hand over to other team members, how we assume the new leaders. So these are some of the pictures we took. And then we talk about our neighbors. Shenzhen is our neighboring city. It has a population of 50 million. It's the 5th densely populated city in the world. And then we have another neighbor, Macau. It's only about an hour's journey from Hong Kong. They are very rich, actually. And Shenzhen is peculiar in a way that is the home to China's greatest amount of newborn babies by area. So if you count the number of babies born per each square kilometer, so it's the highest in China. So they have more than 100,000 babies born in 2011. So and the population age is very young. So this would be very great demand of NRP training. Macau actually now surpassed Las Vegas as the largest generator of gaming revenue in the world. And the birth is around 7,000. If you'd like to come to our part of the world, 2 weeks from now we have the Macau Grand Prix. So it's the only street circuit in the world with both car and motorcycle racing. I like this because I feel that the car racing is much like childbirth. Okay? They negotiate tight turns at the birth canal, shoulder dystocia, and bridge presentation. So we're a pediatrician visiting from Macau and Shenzhen. So what I learned from this venture is a 2-year venture. I thought that without the NRP, the updated resuscitation guideline might not be well promulgated. People still talk about 100% oxygen in resuscitation. They still do a lot of intrapartum suctioning for meconium. Okay. We found that the whole NRP is very popular among the healthcare professionals in pediatric obstetrics. And participants showed great improvement in team collaboration and team communication at the end of the training, other than the training in the skills. And participants enjoy the fun of learning running a scenario. And we think that the instructors, they are very important. We have to find ways to continue to empower them. And this one is very important. Working partners are very important. So AP is a very important working partners. So we have a lot. We team up to learn. American Academy of Pediatrics, College, Nurses Association, Unique Society, and the Training Center of AHA in Hong Kong. Senior leadership support is very important. SN is now the current president of the Hong Kong College of Pediatricians. So to have fun, actually we celebrate our 500 Hong Kong NLP providers. This is a master class. So they are all department heads, head nurses. They enjoy the class. And then they help us to support their trainees to come. The characteristic of Hong Kong NLP, we only teach NLP in one center. We concentrate our effort. Each class is multidisciplinary, pediatric doctors, pediatric nurses, obstetric nurses, and is supported by a wide variety of professional organizations. We emphasize on team dynamics, communication, collaboration, and now become a platform for multidisciplinary discussion on newborn resuscitation. Like the NLP card, I tell you, the in situ stimulation, the resuscitation during special situation. We have very good governance structures. We are accountable to AAP through the Coordinating Council, the college, and also various professional bodies. And then, more importantly, is the money. We set a very good example for a simulation-based training program in Hong Kong for our hospital authority to fund. And we believe that it will be a sustainable program because we believe that we have very devoted professional instructors. We have very fulfilling and committed trainees. So in case you'd like to ask me anything, that's my contact. Thank you so much.